Okay, so good afternoon. So good afternoon na pala, no? So today for today's video lesson, we will be discussing arithmetic sequence and series. So ano nga bang pinagkaiba nitong dalawang ito? Arithmetic sequence and series. So mamaya malalaman natin kung ano ang pinagkaiba nilang dalawa. Okay? So our objective for this lesson, so of course we're going to define arithmetic sequence and series. We're going to derive the formula for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. So given the first few terms of an arithmetic sequence, you're asked to find the common difference and the nth term for a specified n. No? Yung n na to, mamaya malalaman natin kung ano ba yung n na to. Okay, so bago tayo mag-proceed sa ating lesson, let's have a little bit introduction, no? So let's have a set of problem or example para introductory problem natin. Okay, so according to this problem, a school sets a fine of 30 pesos for the first littering offense. So the fine increases by 5 pesos for each subsequent offense. So ang tanong dyan is, how much will a student be fined for a second offense, third offense, and sixth offense? So ibig sabihin ito ang first term mo. So let's list the fines for each subsequent offense. So isa-isahin natin. So kung first offense siya, meron kang so first offense. So although nakalagay na diyan, i-rewrite na lang natin. So that's 30 pesos. Sabi dito, kada offense nag-i-increase siya by how much? By 5 pesos. So ibig sabihin, sa second offense mo, magkano? So kung nag-i-increase siya by 5 pesos, ibig sabihin, in your second offense, it's 35 pesos na. Okay. So how about third offense? So increase mo lang by 5 pesos. Kung 35 ang second mo, so ito ay 40 pesos. Okay, sa fourth offense is ano yun na lang natin kasi dahil sixth offense, hinahanap yung sixth offense. So fourth offense, increase mo lang by 5 pesos. Ibig sabihin ito ay 45 pesos. Okay, sa fifth. Sa fifth offense natin, so magkakaroon ka ng 50 pesos. Kasi nag-i-increase by 5 pesos, di ba? So ibig sabihin, sa sixth offense natin, meron kang 55 pesos. So ano yung napapansin niyo? So what have you noticed? Merong 5 pesos na common difference, no? So ibig sabihin, so pag dinefine natin ang arithmetic sequence, so meron siyang so pag dinefine natin ang arithmetic sequence, it is a sequence in which a constant d is added to the previous term to get to the next term. So ito yung tinatawag na arithmetic sequence. So yung constant d na to is what we call the common difference. Okay, so balikan natin. So pag sinabi nating difference, so if you're familiar with the word difference, so ano siya? Ang difference is ito yung answer sa ang anong operation? Subtraction. Okay. So answer to subtraction. So ang tawag doon, ang sagot sa subtraction or answer to subtraction is what we call difference. So pag sum ay pag addition, so nabanggit ko na, pag addition is sum, so nire-recall lang natin. So pag multiplication, product. And pag quotient or pag division, nabanggit ko na, so ang tawag doon is quotient. Okay. Okay, so malinaw ba? Okay. So ang arithmetic sequence, so it has a formula which is what we call, for us to find the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. So ito yung ginagamit natin na formula for the nth term. A sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus d multiplied by n minus 1. Pero kadalasan, yung d, sa mga formulas, nandito yung d. So isulat natin yung a sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Parehas lang naman siya. So by commutative property for multiplication. Okay. So yan yung formula for the nth term of arithmetic sequence. Tandaan natin, ang a sub n is the nth term. A sub 1 is our first term. D again is common difference, and yung n natin, which is ito yung number of terms or yung position number. Okay, so malinaw ba? Linaw yung formula. Okay, so gamitin natin sa mga makabuluhang example. Okay, so for each arithmetic sequence, we're asked to identify uh, the first term, yung a sub 1 natin, the common difference D, and the next term in the sequence. Okay, so dito, what is our first term for number 1? So our sequence is 2, 5, 8, 11. So our first term here is 2. How about D? Okay, so to get the common difference, we should subtract the first term from the second term, or the second term from the third term. So in this case, so we subtract 5 minus 2. So that's equal to 3. Ganun din, if we're going to verify 8 minus 5, that's also equal to 3. Okay, so malinaw. Okay, next. Yung sa number 2, so our sequence is, so isulat natin, this is 1, 1 and 1/3, 1 and 2/3. This is 2, 2 and 1/3, and so on and so forth. So para mas maintindihan ng ating mga estudyante, no? Okay. So what was our first term here? So of course, your first term is 1. Okay, how do we get the common difference? So 1 and 1/3 is subtract the second term to the first term. So remember, diba sa fractions natin, 1 and 1/3. This is also the same as 1 plus 1 over 3. So don't forget that. Okay, so let's get the common difference. Yung second term natin is 1 plus 1/3. 1 and 1/3 yan. So minus 1. And therefore, yung 1 dito mag-cancel out. So what's the common difference now? 1/3. Questions? Okay. So next. Punta tayo sa third. So our sequence is 17, 12, 7, 2, and negative 3. Okay, so let's determine the first term. So first term, so napakadali dun sa pinakaunuhan ng sequence, which is equal to 17. Okay, how do we get the common difference? Subtract the first term from the second term or subtract the second term from the third term. So this will be 17 minus or 12 minus 17. That's equal to negative 5. Okay, questions? Okay, so malinaw. So ganito ang gagawin natin sa mga susunod na examples natin. Okay, so for our next example, you're asked to find the 16th term of the sequence 1, 5, 9, 13, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you're asked to find the nth term. How do we find? Okay, for the nth term, again, what's the formula? A sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. Okay, so you're asked to find the 16th term. So based from the sequence, so our first term is 1 plus position number. Just look at the subscript. So this is 16 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. How do we get the common difference again? Subtract the first term from the second term or second term from the third term. So this will be 5 minus 1. So this is equal to 4. So we multiply it to 4. Okay, so your 16th term, this will be 1 plus, so simplify first the terms inside the parentheses by subtracting. So this will become, so 16 minus 1, that will be 15. Then multiplied by 4. Okay, so based from this expression, the answer will be 61. So the 16th term of the sequence is 61. Questions? Okay, so let's proceed. For our next example, okay, so sabi dito, you're asked to find the 20th term of the sequence. 3, 7, 11, and 15. Okay, first, let's identify the first term. So the first term is 3. Number of terms, of course, that's 20. Common difference, again, to how to get the difference. Subtract the first term from the second term, or the second term from the third term, and so on, so forth. So this will be 7 minus 3. So that's equal to 4. Okay, let's use the formula for the nth term. Again, what's the formula? A sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, so you're looking for the 20th term. So we have 3 plus 20 minus 1 multiplied by d, which is equal to 4. So first things first, we need to simplify the terms inside the parentheses. So this will become 3 plus, so 20 minus 1, that will be 19. Multiplied by 4. Okay, so this is 3 plus 19 times 4, that's equal to 76. And your 20th term is equal to 30. I mean 79 rather. Okay, so questions for this example. Okay, so let's proceed. You're asked to find the nth term of the sequence 25, 23, 21, 19, and 17. Okay. So we will still use the same formula again, ano? So alam na natin yon. A sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference d. But we're asked to find the nth term. Okay. However, ang meron lang sa atin is our first term and the common difference. Kasi nth term lang naman ang hinahanap eh. Okay, let's identify the parameters. What is a sub 1? So based from the sequence, that's equal to 25. And your common difference, which is equal to, so this is 23 minus 25, which is equal to negative 2. Okay. So now let's use the formula for the arithmetic sequence, a sub n, to find for the nth term. Your first term is 25 plus n minus 1 multiplied by our common difference, which is equal to 2. Okay, so a sub n, we simplified, so this is 25. So negative 2, we distribute it to positive n. Negative 2 times positive n, that will be negative 2n. Next, negative 2 multiplied by negative 1, that's positive 2. Okay, so your nth term now, so this will be 27 minus 2n. Okay, so questions? Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so you're asked to find the nth term of the sequence. O magkaiba lang na example, but the procedure, parehas lang. Okay, you're asked to find the nth term of the sequence 1, 5, 9, 13, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's list down all the given parameters. Your a sub 1 is 1, and your common difference is, so of course, that's 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. Since you're looking for the nth term, so we're looking for the explicit formula. Again, formula for a sub n, looking for the nth term, a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference d. Okay, so a sub n, which is equal to 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by your d, or that's equal to 4. Simplifying the equation, so this will be 1 plus 4 multiplied by n, that's positive 4n. How about 4 multiplied by negative 1? That's negative 4. And your a sub n now, so this will be 4n minus 3. Okay, so questions? Okay, let's proceed. So in the sequence 50, 45, 40, 35, which term is 5? So you're looking for the position term or the number of terms. So again, we will still be using a sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Walang kamatayang formula for arithmetic sequence. Okay. So let's list down all the given parameters. Our first term, which is equal to 50. Of course, the nth term, which is equal to 5. Common difference, okay, that's 45 minus 50, or that's equal to -5. Okay, so substituting all the given parameters into the formula, so that becomes 5, which is equal to 50 plus n minus 1 multiplied by -5. Okay, so we have here 5, which is equal to, so 50. So we distribute 5 multiplied, -5 multiplied by positive n. So that's negative 5n. How about -5 multiplied by -1, that's positive 5. Okay, so in this equation, we cancel out 5. Okay, so this will be 0, which is equal to 50 minus 5n. Okay, so by adding 5n to both sides of your equation, we add 5n here, add 5n here. So we cancel out 5n here, so this will be 5n, which is equal to 50. So to find for the value of n, we need to divide both sides of your equation by 5. And the value of your n now, which is equal to 10. Which means the 5 is the 10th term of the arithmetic sequence. Questions? Okay, so let's proceed with another example. Okay, so this is similar to our our previous problem. So the problem is in the sequence 7, 10, 13, 16. You're asked to determine which term is 40, 43. Okay? Hello. Okay. You're asked to determine which term is 43 in the sequence 7, 10. Okay. So we will be able to use the same formula. Okay, we have a sub n again, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, let's list down all the given parameters. So your a sub n, which is your last term, which is equal to 43. Your a sub 1, that is equal to 7. The number of terms, so wala yon. So because that's what we're looking for, the common difference is equal to 10 minus 7, or that's equal to 3. So all given parameters are listed. So we substitute everything in the formula. So this will be 43 which is equal to your first term is 7 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference, which is equal to 3. So 43, which is equal to, this is equal to 7. So we distribute positive 3 multiplied by positive n, that's positive 3n. Positive 3 multiplied by negative 1, that's negative 3. Or this is equal to 43, which is equal to 3n plus 4. Okay, so what are you going to do? Subtract 4 to both sides of your equation. Minus 4 here, minus 4 here. I will cancel this out. So this is 3n, which is equal to 39. Okay, so to find for the value of n, we need to divide both sides of your equation by 3. Cancel out 3. And the value of your n now, which is equal to 30. Which means the 13th term for this sequence, or 43 is the 13th term of this sequence. Questions? Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, what if your example goes like this? The fourth term of the arithmetic sequence is 34 and the 10th term is 22. You're asked to find the first term, the common difference D, and the nth term. Okay. What are we going to do? So list down all the given parameters. So our fourth term, which is equal to 34, and the 10th term, which is equal to 22. You're asked to find the first term, the common difference, and the nth term. Okay, so we will still be using the formula a sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference d. Okay, so let's substitute. We have 34, which is equal to, so a sub 1 plus 4 minus 1 multiplied by d. So this is 34, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 3. So this will be your equation 1. Okay, next. We have, we're going to use the this value. So 10th term, which is equal to 22, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 10 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference d. So this is equal to 22, which is equal to a sub 1 plus, so simplify 10 minus 1, that becomes 9d. So this is your equation 2. Okay, so we have 34. I'm going to rewrite the two equations, a sub 1 plus 3d. And the other one is 22, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 9d. Okay. So you're given with systems of equations in two variables. So there are, let us recall, there are ways on how we can solve for the values of the two unknowns. First thing, so remember in our systems of linear equations, we have substitution. We also have elimination. And sometimes we use the Kramer's rule, or by the use of determinants. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to use elimination method. So method number 2. So by just subtracting two equations, of course, a sub 1 will be canceled out. Okay, so 34 minus 22, that's equal to 12, which is equal to, so 3D minus 9D, that becomes negative 6D. Okay, so to find for the value of D, we need to divide both sides of your equation by negative 6. By negative 6. Negative 6 cancel out. So your common difference is equal to negative 2. Okay, so we already have our common difference. How we will be able to determine a sub 1? Okay, so we will use either of these two equations using substitution method. Okay, let's say I'm going to use equation 1. Okay, so this will be 34, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 3 multiplied by negative 2, which is our common difference. So this will be 34, which is equal to a sub 1, then minus 6. Okay, so to find for a sub 1, I'm going to add 6 here, add 6 here, then add 6 here. So 6 here will be canceled out. So your a sub 1 now is 34 plus 6, or that's equal to 40. Okay, so we already have our common difference. We already have our first term, and we're looking for the nth term. Okay, so to find for the nth term, just substitute your a sub 1. So we will use this formula again. So your a sub 1 is 40 plus n minus 1 multiplied by negative 2. Okay, so this will become what? So this is 40. Negative 2 multiplied by positive n, that's negative 2n. Okay, how about negative 2 multiplied by negative 1? That's positive 2. So your a sub n now, that becomes 42 minus 2n. Okay, so questions. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's proceed with another example. Okay, so the given problem is the 18th term of an arithmetic sequence is 3,362, and the 38th term is 7,362. You're asked to find the first term, a sub 1, d, and the nth term. So similar procedure with the previous problem. Okay, so what are we going to do? Okay, let's list down all the given parameters. Ang sabi dito, ang 18th term daw natin is 3,362. Ang 38th term natin is 7,362. So ang hinahanap is yung a sub 1, common difference, tsaka nth term. Okay, so we will still be using our formula for a sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by common difference. Okay, let's use all the given first. We use this. So 3,362, which is equal to a sub 1 plus, so 18 minus 1. So this is 18 minus 1 multiplied by d. So 3,362, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 17d. So this will be your equation 1. Next, let's use this second given. So we have 7,362, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 38 minus 1 multiplied by d. So 7,362, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 37d. So this will be your second equation. Okay, next. I'm gonna rewrite the two equations. So this will be 3,362, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 17d, and 7,362, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 37d. So what method I'm going to use for these two equations? So parang pinakamadali na gamitin dyan is yung elimination method. So ang gagawin ko lang, subtract both sides of your equation. So this will be negative 4,000, which is equal to, so mag-cancel si a sub 1. 17 minus 37, that's negative 20d. Okay. So to get the common difference, we need to divide both sides by negative 20. So yung ating common difference, which is equal to, mag-cancel ang dalawang 0. So that's 200. We already have a common difference for which is 200. So ang gagawin natin is we will use any of these two equations to determine the value of a sub 1. So this will be, so I'm going to use equation 1. So this will be 3,362. So by using substitution method, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 17 multiplied by 200. So that's equal to 3,362, which is equal to a sub 1 plus 3,400. Okay. So to get the value of a sub 1, so subtract 3,400 to both sides of your equation. So minus 3,400. Okay. So 3,400 will be canceled out here. So your first term, so this is negative 38. Okay, so this will be your a sub 1. Okay, so next, how do we determine the nth term of the arithmetic sequence? Ganito. So a sub 1, a sub n natin. So we already have your first term and common difference. We have negative 38. So plus n minus 1 multiplied by 200. Okay, so we simplify the equation. So a sub n, which is equal to negative 38. So plus 200n minus 200. And this will be a sub n, which is equal to 200n minus 238. Okay, this will be your a sub n. Questions for this particular problem? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, let's proceed with, I think, for this one, you're asked to find in all terms in between a sub 1, which is equal to negative 8, and a sub 7, or first term negative 8, and seventh term, which is equal to 10 of an arithmetic sequence. So in other words, we are first we're going to find all the arithmetic means between the first and the seventh term. Okay, let's review. What's an arithmetic mean? Okay, so it's like getting an average, right? First things first, to get the middle term, you need to get the arithmetic mean between those numbers. So, di ba sa statistics, parang kumukuha tayo ng median. Pag meron even numbers, di ba i-add natin yung dalawa and then divided by 2. So, ganun din ang gagawin natin dito. So, to get the middle term, so I think that's the fourth term. Okay, so to get the fourth term, just average the first term and the seventh term. Then we divide it by 2. Okay, so this will be negative 8, positive 10, so divided by 2. And this is equal to negative 2 over 2, which is equal to negative 1. Okay, so this is your middle term. So we have negative 8. Let's arrange this. This is second term, third term. Negative 1 is our fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, and okay. Now, how do we get the rest of the item? Okay, so what are we going to do? Are we still going to get? Are we still going to use the same formula, or are we going to use the formula for the nth term? for the arithmetic sequence, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. You will use this formula already. So you're given fourth term, we don't have any second term, although we can use the second term. But we don't know the common difference yet. Okay, so what are we going to do? We will use the value of your fourth term. So fourth term is negative 1. So we have negative 8 plus, okay, negative 8 to get the common difference plus number of terms. The middle term is 4 minus 1, then multiplied by d. Okay, so this will be negative 1, which is equal to your fourth term, negative 8 plus 3d. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So this is negative 1, which is plus 8, which is equal to 3d. Okay, so we have negative 7, which is this is positive 7 rather, which is equal to 3d. And to get the value of d, we need to divide both sides by what? By 3. Okay, I think we cannot use this formula. Okay, so what are we going to do? Are we still going to use the arithmetic mean to determine the second, third, fifth, and sixth term? Yes. Okay. We will use the formula for so if you're going to determine the second term using the formula for arithmetic series, okay, let's try. Second term, which is equal to we already have your first term plus number of terms 2 minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, so the second term, which is equal to negative 8, so this is plus d. So we have first equation. Okay. So if you're going to use the third term, which is equal to this is still negative 8 plus 3 minus 1 multiplied by d, and a sub 3, which is equal to negative 8 plus 2d. So this will be equation 2. Okay. So if we're going to get the common difference, so we'll not be able to utilize this. Okay, so what are we going to do? Are we going to use the value for the seventh term and the fourth term? Okay, let's write negative 8, this one, negative 1, this one, and positive 10. So to get the fourth term, okay, we just average the first term and the seventh term, then divided by 2. Okay, so this is negative 8 plus 10. So sulat ko lang ulit dahil nabura, which is equal to negative 1. Ay, positive 1 rather. Okay, this is positive 1. Okay, next, we will use the formula for the fourth term. Okay, fourth term is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, so the 4 minus 1 multiplied by d. Your fourth term is 1, which is equal to negative 8 plus 3d. Okay, so we already this one. So add 8 to both sides of equation. So add 8 here and add 8 here. Okay, so 8 here will be canceled out. 9, which is equal to 3d. So to determine the common difference, we need to divide both sides of the equation by 3. And the common difference, which is equal to 3. So which means 1, if we're going to continue, this one is 4 is equal to 7. 1 minus 3, that's negative 2. Okay, and negative 2 minus 3, that's negative 5. Okay, so which means that the terms between negative 8 to 7 are negative 5, negative 2, 1, 4, and 7. So this is the answer for this particular problem. Questions? Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so you're given a sub 1, which is equal to 8, and a sub 4, which is equal to 14. You're asked a sub 5. Okay, so let's answer this. Okay, we have the formula for nth term of the sequence, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1. Paulit, di ba paulit-ulit lang naman itong formula na ginagamit natin. Okay, so we have 14. Okay, which is equal to 8 plus number of terms. So just check this subscript 4 minus 1. Then the common difference is unknown. So this is equal to 14, which is equal to 8 plus 3d. Okay. So to get the d, subtract 8 to both sides of your equation. Minus 8 here, minus 8 here. Okay, 8 is canceled out. So 4 minus 8, that's equal to 6, which is equal to 3d. Okay, so to get the common difference, you need to divide both sides of your equation by 3. Okay, and your common difference, which is equal to 2. So we already have a common difference. We can solve now for a sub 5. Solve na natin si a sub 5 given na tayo na first term, number of terms, and a common difference. So meron tayo. So this is 8 plus 5 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference, which is equal to 2. So a sub 5, which is equal to 8 plus 4 multiplied by 2. So your fifth term is equal to 16. Questions? Okay, next. Paano kung ganito ang given? So you're asked how many numbers Okay, you're asked how many numbers are divisible by 3 between 100 and 1,000? Okay, so ganito. Pag ganito ang given mo, okay, let's divide this. Okay. So number 1, how many numbers are divisible by 3? Nasaan na yun? Between 100 and 1,000. Okay. So how many numbers are divisible by 3 between 100 and 1,000? Okay. So in the first term there, between 100 and 1,000. So ibig sabihin 102. And 102 is divisible by 3. So try natin i-divide by 3. So this is 3, 9, o 34. Okay. So which is 102 is our first term. How about kasi we're looking for the number of terms. Common difference since it's divisible by 3, so it's divisible by 3. Okay, so the nth term, what is the largest number na iaano mo sa ano na divisible by 3 na between 100 and 1,000? 999. Okay, then let's solve. Formula for arithmetic sequence. A sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, nth term natin, which is equal to 999, which is equal to 102 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 3. Okay, let's simplify this. To simplify the equation, so 999, which is equal to 102, so plus 3n minus 3. So by using distributive property of multiplication over subtraction, okay, so this will become 999, okay, which is equal to 102 minus 3, that's 900, that's 99. So plus 3n. Okay, so to determine the value of n, we just need to subtract 99 to both sides of your equation using a subtraction property of equality. Huwag kakalimutan yan. Okay, 99 there is canceled out. So what is 99 minus 99? Of course, 900. Okay, which is equal to 3n. Okay, so ibig sabihin, to get the value of n, we need to divide both sides of your equation by 3. Or kung gagamit tayo ng multiplication property of equality, multiply by 1/3. Kung gagamit tayo ng multiplication property, multiply lang natin by 1/3 yan. By multiplication property of equality. So yung number of terms mo ngayon is 300. Ibig sabihin, there are about 300 numbers which are divisible by 3 between 100 and 1,000. Okay. So how about dito? Sabi, how many numbers are divisible by 9 between 10 and 2,000? Okay, Determine the first term. Of course, divisible by 9 between 10. So wala namang iba, 18 yung mas malaki dyan, no? Yung next na divisible by 9. Okay, next. So since they're divisible by 9, ang common difference nga, that is equal to 9. Ang nth term mo, largest number between 10 and 2,000, which is divisible by 9. 1998. Try natin. 98 divided by 9. Okay, so this is 2. 18. Okay, 1. Then 9. 2. 18. Okay, then 1. So 2, 2, 2. So okay. So yung number 2 na lang yung number 2 na lang yung sinosolve natin. Okay. So so solve natin using the formula for nth term. Ano nga ulit yun? A sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So given tayo ng a sub n, common difference, given tayo ng first term. Okay, so substitute lang natin. So this is 1998, which is equal to a sub 1, 18, plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference, which is equal to 9. Okay, so this will be 1998 or 1998, which is equal to 18 plus, so using distributive property, plus 9n, then minus 9. And this will become 1998, which is equal to 9 plus 9n. Okay. So to solve for the value of n, so subtract 9 natin to both sides of your equation. Minus 9 minus 9. So mag-cancel lang si 9 dito. Matira si 9n dito. So 1998 minus 9, so that's 1987. Okay, so to determine the value of n, divide natin both sides of your equation by 9 and your value of n, which is equal to what? 1987, divide natin by 9. Okay, so 1989. So correction lang natin doon, 1989 ito. So divide natin by 9. So that's equal to 221. So ibig sabihin, there are about 21 numbers that are divisible by 9 between 10 and 2,000. Marami rin pala, no? Okay, so questions? Okay, so let's proceed. Ngayon, di pa nag-arithmetic sequence o tapos na tayo sa arithmetic sequence. Now, let's proceed with arithmetic what? Series. Di ba? So kung napag-aralan niyo yung series, difference lang between series and sequence. Ang series is the sum lang ng sequence. So, ibig sabihin, sa madaling salita, ang sum daw ng terms of an arithmetic sequence forms an arithmetic series. Okay, sum ng terms form arithmetic series and the sum of the n terms of a sequence is called a partial sum. So, ibig sabihin pala, yung sinosolve natin ng mga ano is partial sum lang pala, no? So, partial sum. Okay. So, gagamit tayo ng formula na to. S sub n which is equal to a, n, actually n over 2 multiplied by a sub 1 plus a sub n. Okay. Pwede natin siyang isulat as ganito. S sub n which is equal to n over 2 multiplied by a sub 1 plus a sub n. Ito, ginagamit natin kapag given tayo ng nth term, pag given tayo ng first term, tsaka number of terms. Sir, paano po pagka walang a sub n? Ay ganito. I-derive natin yung formula for the nth term of arithmetic sequence, then i-replace natin siya saan? Dito. Okay, ano ba yung formula ng nth term ng arithmetic sequence? Walang kamatayan to. A sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So itong a sub n na to, i-replace lang natin ito. Okay, so maging sum of n terms natin, n over 2 multiplied, so idiretso na natin, a sub 1 plus a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference d. So i-combine natin tong a sub 1 plus a sub 1. So ang magiging s of n natin, n over 2 multiplied by 2 a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by common difference d. O so yun na. Meron na tayong dalawang formula for arithmetic series. So tatandaan lang natin yung n natin dyan is number of terms dun sa sequence na kailangan nating i-add. A sub 1 is the first term, a sub n is the nth term o yung last term. Okay. So tingnan natin, pwede natin gamitin sa mga examples. No? Okay. So you're asked to find the sum of 12 terms daw in this arithmetic sequence 50, 47, 44, 41, 38, and so on and so forth. So sum daw ng ano. So gagamitin natin formula S sub n which is equal to n over 2 multiplied by 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by common difference. So alam na natin pagkuha ng common difference, di ba? So ito, in this case, so 47 minus 50 which is equal to negative 3. Meron tayong common difference. Sabi first 12. Ibig sabihin ng n natin is 12. A sub 1 natin is 50. So yan. Now we will be able to solve for the value sum of 12 terms. So this is equal to 12 over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied our first term which is 50 plus 12 minus 1 multiplied by negative 3. Okay, so this is also equal to 6 multiplied by 100 plus 11 multiplied by negative 3. Okay, so sum of 12 terms natin which is equal to 6 multiplied by, so 100 minus 33, or that's equal to 6 multiplied by 67. So yan na yun. So sum ng 12 terms natin, so 67 multiplied by 6, this is 42. So 6 times 6, 36, so 402. Okay. Okay, so ibig sabihin the sum of our 12 terms, so in this sequence is 402. Okay, so malinaw ba? So do you have any questions? Okay, next. Oh, pag ganito, sum daw ng 18 terms of arithmetic sequence. Same pa rin ang procedure na gagamitin natin. So, same formula, S sub n. Okay, n over 2 multiplied by 2 a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference d. So, yun ang gagamitin natin formula. So, ibig sabihin yung n natin dito is 18. First term, which is equal to 3. Common difference. So, alam na natin yan. So, 5 minus 3. So, that's equal to 2. Verify natin kung hindi kayo sigurado. So, 7 minus 5. Which is equal to 2. Pag di pa rin kayo sigurado, sige, verify. 9 minus 7. 2. Yan na. Okay, then we all substitute everything in the formula. Sum daw ng 18 terms, which is equal to 18 over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 plus 18 minus 1 multiplied by 2. Okay. So sum daw ng 18th term, 18 terms. So this is equal to 9 multiplied by 6 plus 18 minus 1. So that's equal to 17. Then multiply natin sa 2, that becomes 34. So this is equal to 9 multiplied by 40, or that's equal to, yung sum daw ng ating 18 terms, which is equal to 360. Okay, so may questions? Okay, so punta tayo sa next example. Pag ganito daw, you're asked to find the sum of first 30 natural numbers. Okay. Sum daw ng first 13 natural numbers. Ibig sabihin, first 30 numbers daw ang kinakailangan. Okay, so yung a sub 1 natin, alam na natin yon. So pag hindi specify, 1 yon. Ang nth term natin, of course, first 30, ang last number is malamang 30. Number of terms, of course, that's 30 then, no? Okay, so everything in the formula is given. So ang gagamitin nating formula ngayon is sum of terms or sum of n over 2 multiplied by a sub 1 plus a sub n. Ganyan lang. Okay, so sum of 30 terms. So this is 30 over 2 multiplied by 1 plus 30. Okay, so this is equal to 15 multiplied by 31. So ang sum of 30 terms, 30 numbers natin is, so 31 multiplied by 50 or 15. So sige nga, solve nyo nga. Okay, so that's equal to 465. Okay, sum down of first 30 natural numbers is 65. 465. Questions? Okay, next. Sum daw ng first 200 natural numbers, same procedure, nagkaiba lang ng given. Okay, ang a sub 1 natin, alam na, so pag hindi binigay, 1 yun. Nth term natin, 200. Okay, number of terms, alam nyo, 200 din yon. So, ibig sabihin, gagamitin pa rin natin yung formula is yung S sub n, which is equal to n over 2 multiplied by a sub 1 plus a sub n. Okay. So, this is equal to 200 over 2 multiplied by 1 plus 200. Okay. So ito yung ano natin, sum of 200, sum of 200. Rewrite ko lang. So 200 over 2 multiplied by 1 plus 200. Okay, so this is equal to 100 multiplied by 201. So solving for the sum of first 200 natural numbers. So i-multiply lang natin yung 100 sa 201. Or that's equal to what? 20,100. Questions? Ayan. So punta tayo sa next. Paano daw pag ganito? You ask the sum of all multiples of 3 between 1 and 100. Okay, ganito lang yan. Sum of all multiples of 3 between 1 and 100. So multiple is, of course, ang common difference is equal to 3. Multiple of 3 na yan, di ba? So, first number, ano yung smallest number na kailangan is a multiple of 3? Malamang 3 din yan. A sub n, largest, 99. Pero wala kang n, di ba? So ano gagawin natin? Paano natin hanapin si n? Using the formula for nth term. So yung walang kamatayan na a sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So given ka ng nth term, which is equal to 99, which is equal to a sub 1, which is 3, plus n minus 1 multiplied by common difference of 3. So 99, which is equal to 3 plus 3n. So distribute natin to using distributive property. Okay, so this is minus 3. So mag-cancel lang yung 3 dito. So si 99, okay, magiging 3n na siya. Okay, so to find for the value of n, i-divide lang natin by 3. I-divide lang natin both sides ng equation by 3. Mag-cancel lang siya. So, ibig sabihin, yung n is 33. So, ano ibig sabihin itong n na to? Ito, ibig sabihin, ito lahat, 33 numbers, ang merong multiples of 3 between 1 and 100. So, ibig sabihin, sum of 33. Okay, which is equal to 33 over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. So, plus 33 minus 1 multiplied by 3. Ayun na yun. Okay, so sum of 33 numbers between 1 and 100. So this is 33 over 2 multiplied by 6 So plus, so 32 times 3. Okay, that's 96. And 33 over 2 multiplied by, so 96 and 6, that's 102. Okay, so hanapin natin ang sum of 33 numbers between 1 and 100 na mayroong multiple of 3. So ano na yung nakuha niyo, anong nakuha niyo sagot? So 1,683. Okay. Okay, so may questions ba? Okay, so next. Okay, find the sum of all multiples of 6 between 1 and 100. Multiples of 6 daw. So ganito. Lista natin lahat ng given. Ano yung smallest number na multiple of 6 between 1 and 100? So malamang 6. Common difference. Dahil multiple of 6 siya, ang common difference is equal to 6. A sub n. Ano yung highest number or the last number kung saan ay multiple ng 6? Ang 99, hindi siya pwede maging multiple of 6. 98, cannot be kasi magkakaroon ka ng remainder. So most likely 97. So 96. Pero wala kang n. Ano ang gagawin natin? Yes. So gagamitin ulit natin yung si a sub n natin, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Ang walang kamatayang nth term ng arithmetic sequence. Okay. Ang nth term natin is 96, which is equal to a sub 1, 6 plus, okay, n minus 1 multiplied by 6. So this is equal to 96, which is equal to 6 plus distributive property of multiplication. So magiging 6 times n, so 6n. 6 times negative 1, that's negative 6. So in this case, mag-cancel lang si negative 6 dito. So 96, which is equal to 6n. So para mahanap natin yung number of terms, i-divide natin both sides by 6. So n is equal to 16. Ibig sabihin, meron kang 16 numbers na merong multiples of 6 between 1 and 100. So let's determine the sum of those 16 numbers. Okay, so ang gagamitin natin, so yung pa rin. So 16 over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 6 plus 16 minus 1 then multiplied by 6. So ang ginamit nating formula is S sub n, which is equal to n over 2 multiplied by 2 a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by our common difference. Okay, so sum of 16. So 16 over 2, that's equal to 8 multiplied by 2 times 6, that's positive 12 plus, so 16 minus 1, that's 15 multiplied by 6, that's equal to 90. So this is equal to 8 multiplied by 100. So the sum of 16 terms, So, solve natin 'yan. Okay, so paano ba, paano ano i-solve natin? So, 8 multiplied by 102, ano 'yan? 800, ano yung nakuha niyong sagot? 816. Okay, so may questions ba? May questions ba? Okay, so klaro? Okay naman, okay. So next, tignan natin kung may mga problems pa. Okay, paano kung ganito? So madali lang naman i-evaluate ito. Ito mga supplemental problems na lang naman 'to. Pero subukan pa rin natin, sagutan 'no, dalawang problem. Okay. So konting-konti na lang, tatapos na tayo. Sum daw, pero pero kung titignan mo 'pag in-evaluate mo yung sigma notation nito, so iisa-isahin mo pa 'yan 'no? So gamitin natin, kunin natin yung first term muna. So magsisilbing first term natin dito is ito. Ito yung nth term natin. Okay, yung first term natin, which is equal to 18 minus 2 multiplied by 2. Okay. So this is equal to 18 minus 4. So that's equal to 14. Okay, kunin natin yung second term. So 18, yung value ng 2 magiging minus 2 multiplied by 3. Or that's equal to 18 minus 6. That's equal to 12. O, di maso-solve na natin yung common difference. So, a sub 2 minus a sub 1. O, solve na natin. D is equal to 12 minus 14. Which is equal to negative 2. Kung hindi kayo kontento, di-solve nyo si third term. 18 minus 2 multiplied by 4. Which is equal to 18 minus 8. Which is equal to 10. Okay, then verify. 10 minus 12. Which is equal to negative 2 pa rin. Okay. Next, kunin natin yung nth term. Okay, so kunin natin yung nth term nito, so which is a sub n. Okay, which is equal to 18 minus 2 multiplied by 12. Okay, which is equal to 18 minus 24. Ang nth term mo ngayon, negative 6. Meron ka ng negative 6, may first term ka na, common difference. Solve for the value of n. Using walang kamatayang a sub n, which is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Ang a sub n natin, which is equal to negative 6. A sub 1, so yan, given na, so magiging 14 plus n minus 1 multiplied by negative 2. Na masasolve na natin si n para mahanap na natin yung sum kung ilan man ang number of terms niya. So magiging negative 6, which is equal to 14 minus 2n plus 2. Okay, bakit negative 2n? Negative 2 times positive n, negative 2n. Negative 2 times negative 1, positive 2. Okay, so magiging ganito na siya. So negative 6, which is equal to 16 minus 2n. So gagawin ko lang is subtract 16. So minus 16 ko dito, minus 16 ko dito. So dito magka-cancel out na si 16. Matira negative 2n. Okay, so negative 6 minus 16, of course, that's negative 22. So using MPE, i-multiply natin both sides by negative 1 over 2 by MPE. So ang n mo ngayon, which is equal to 11. Okay. So kukunin na natin ng sum. So yung formula na gagamitin natin is sum of n. So n over 2 multiplied by 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by a common difference. Okay, so sum of 11 terms. So yun yung na-solve natin na value of n. So magiging 11 over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 14 plus 11 minus 1 multiplied by the common difference, which is equal to negative 2. Yan, sum of 11 terms. So magiging 11 over 2 multiplied by, so 28. So plus 10 multiplied by negative 2. So negative 20. Okay, so this is equal to 11 over 2 multiplied by 8. Ayan. So ibig sabihin, ang sum daw ng 11 terms is 44. Okay, so may questions ba guys? Okay, so most probably ito na muna yung ating magiging last problem natin for today. So naintindihan naman ang difference between arithmetic series and arithmetic sequence. Okay, so recap lang tayo, no? So ulitin natin, ang arithmetic sequence, ito yung mga list of numbers that has a common difference. So pag sinabi nating arithmetic series, ito ay sum lang ng arithmetic sequence. Okay, yung S sub n natin, yung ginagawa lang natin dito is partial sum. Pero this is considered as arithmetic series. Okay? So may questions pa ba? Okay, so if there are no more questions, then we will see you on our next video. Salamat or thank you for watching and listening. I hope na may natutunan kayo sa ating lesson for today. Okay, so thank you and ingat and see you on our next video.